Hey there folks, and welcome back to the Icenia campaign. Hopefully my audio is working just fine. I actually had a pair of headphones for a while that broke, and then I had a backup pair of headphones that just broke, and now I'm using earbuds, but I have my microphone plugged in still, so shouldn't affect my voice quality at all. The game is a little harder for me to hear, but there's not a lot of audio cues in the game, so it's just the clicks of me moving around the UI mostly, so anyways, let's get back to it. We have been building roads all throughout southern Britain, and I think I was going to continue doing that today. I need to decide how to get a road over to Patuaria. But before I do that, this is very scary. This probably will go away on the monthly ticks. Let's go ahead and actually, before we unpause, let's set up our next road build. So where am I going to go to? Also, my 6th fleet is looking fine. We're still building to it. I think Canoium is our only construction port. Yeah, it's one of those situations, but that's fine. We're not in any rush to get these ships out, so no big deal. Make sure I'm recording. Yep, we're good. I still have not fixed my computer. I apologize about that. I keep putting it off because I've got other stuff going on, but I'll get to it eventually, I promise. Anyways, so the fastest way is through here. I guess I could build from Saline through the forest. I could also build through the mountain, and that would then probably be the fastest way, but then I'd have to go through a marsh as well. This is not a forest tile, believe it or not. This is technically a marsh. So I think the fastest way, I think what I might do actually is build from Banawenta. Although that being said, I'd then have to do a big trip to go between these two spots. I mean, how likely am I? Well, the other issue is to get to Dictium. I'll have to go through some really rough terrain, anyways. I think I may have to bite the bullet and build some bad terrain roads up here because this area is just so rough terrain-wise. If I were to go through here, the mountain reduces movement speed by 8. Yeah, it's 80%. It's very, very slow. So even a road through the mountain would slow us down a lot. I think it's only worth going through this mountain pass specifically if no other route makes sense. Let's see. There's no way for me to really exactly see how long a route through the mountain to Danum would go. Although Danum's a marsh, I don't want to go through marshes. Yeah, 50% hills. Only 20%. I think forest is 30%. Yeah, okay. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to go from Saline Cornoium once we arrive. There we go. And then we're going to go straight to the east, because this way it's not going to awkwardly bend downwards. We don't need Mamukium to connect with Aquae directly. We can just go from here. Or do we do it from Mediolanum? It might look better from Mediolanum because the Mediolanum is kind of like a crossroad location. Although then we'd have a bridge when we don't need one, so maybe doing it from here is fine. I'm trying to think about the way the road will look once it's constructed. I think it's fine to do it like this. So if we were to go from here to here, it goes through hills, plains, and then straight there. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this going. Once we have the money, I mean. So we'll give it another monthly tick. And then we're nearing the end of our road construction because we may... I don't know if we're going to build roads all the way into the north. The terrain up here is so rough. Maybe that makes more sense to build roads up there. But basically, the other thing I was going to mention is what I'm doing now is I'm going to wait until October of 65 to do my next set of War Council, what's it called, claims. Okay, actually, this is not going away. That's interesting. What is the problem here? Characters and subjects. Who's disloyal? Is this because of provincial disloyalty? You have a big power base. Okay. That's taking care of it. See, I don't believe that that was true, but either way, we've fixed it now. It is what it is. Let's head on over to Patuaria. All right. So we are just kind of taking it easy until 65. We could probably generate a claim before that point, or I should really say fabricate a claim before that point if we really wanted to, but there's no rush, honestly. I don't really want to go to war without more manpower, so I think I've been a little too flippant with my manpower usage, so over the course of this series. So I'm going to be a little bit more careful, even though I do generate lots of manpower. With a big manpower cap, I can always be more careful with my manpower. The other thing I might do is I might turn Patuaria into my next city, just because I am roading to it. Or alternatively turn Gobanium into a city. This is a pretty big population. Although it and Patuaria are comparable. Which one would I rather have as a city? Gobanium can actually decentralize a lot of its slaves over here. So let's see, any locations here with let's see, slave estate. We could get some slaves over here. We only need 5 more slaves. Let's move some slaves over from Gobanium, actually. So, only slaves as well. All right, slave promotion from Gobanium. There we go. Now we have another set of fish for what that's worth. It won't be worth very much, I'll tell you that. Anyways, moving along here. Okay, yeah, this looks fine. I'm probably overly concerned about the way these roads look, but it's just I'll be looking at these roads for the rest of the game, so don't want to have anything too hideous. Okay, we may go into the red briefly as we finish this road. We're going to arrive on the 29th of November. Actually, we might be okay. We'll just about be able to pay for it. These roads really are expensive to build. See, this is another good reason why I've saved up all that money. I didn't even think about it, but yeah, roads are really expensive to build everywhere. But it's a one-time cost. There's no monthly cost at all. And again, I can't show you super easily. If I had the wiki open, I could show you. Roads do provide a lot of small cumulative benefits to... Did you build that road? I think the road may not have built fully. Okay, let's try that again. Let's go back to Lindum and then build a road to Ludodorum. They may have just not built it because the money wasn't available, which is fine. Build a road. Okay, now it will definitely be fine. Let's see. If I were to build a north road, probably through Rete, and then through where Nemetum. Poor Harvest. Oh, jeez. Okay. Popularity is good. I don't really want to lose 10 popularity right now. I think popularity affects a lot of different mechanics. I could get the corruption because I do have... Okay, I think I will actually go for the corruption here because I have a lot of anti-corruption measures happening right now. I could also turn off my anti-corruption measures. Increased wages is... Well, let's see. Before I make this decision about the wages law, or the wages policy, let me look and see. Own nation. Okay. This governor is very corrupt, but let's see. Crafty, corrupt, nefarious tendencies. Crafty. Yeah, a lot of these are just based from crafty. Deceitful. Okay. I think we're going to lose the popularity and then actually pair that decision with cutting back on our monthly corruption thing. Yeah, that's going to make a pretty big difference to our balance. I think we've tried for a while. I think we'll go back to it later when enough important characters are super corrupt, but we're trying our best, honestly. Corruption's just really hard to fully get rid of. You can try as much as you can, but yeah, this is going to really boost up our monthly income. All right, let's head back over and then finish building the road. All right. There you go. And then we'll build a road from Lindum to Banawenta, just so those connect up. We could build a road through these marshes. I can't fathom needing to go from Wenta Icanorum to Petuaria, like specifically, so taking the southern route around the marsh is probably called for. Again, you know, I'm avoiding these marshes because that big movement debuff is going to carry through with what the road does. The road is just multiplying the movement bonuses of the terrain. So if the terrain has really bad movement malices, the road won't really counteract that, which is fair enough. That's one way of approaching the idea of roads in a game like this. Okay, that's done. Head to Lindum, then we'll build from Lindum southward to Banawenta. Yeah, so Banawenta has actually become kind of a central hub in our nation, which kind of makes sense, given where it is. Okay, so now let's build the road from Lindum to Banawenta. That's the route I was expecting. Phenomenal. And with that, our entire center will essentially be fully set up, which is great. Concolatinus Duicus died in flagrante delicto at the age of 96. Holy moly. He was the physician. Doctor, jeez. Alright, who's our next physician? Better question. Which family is the closest to being upset with me? Everyone except the Urkii are on the verge. They're all at exactly 4. So anyone who's not an Urkii but is a family person. We get Singatessa Kalata, who is separate from my sister Singatessa. Or is that my daughter? Wait, hold on. Who do I know that's named Singatessa? Yeah, it's my sister Singatessa. So a different Singatessa. Yeah, my sister's the marshal. That's right. Sure. She's actually almost too qualified to be the doctor. I'd rather have her be this one here, the national tax one. There we go. Yeah, and his loyalty didn't even get that bumped around because I reassigned him immediately. So that's fine. I'd rather have, because she's fairly young, I'd rather have a very high steward, sorry, oh my gosh, a very high skilled steward. Yeah, thinking about stewards, my brain, I got steward brain, you know. War exhaustion is ticking down pretty quick. That's good. Getting up towards 10 war exhaustion in the last couple episodes was not great, so let's try and avoid that again. Mostly it's just a matter of not losing all that manpower. I've just got to keep in mind how much manpower it costs to fight when you're dealing with mercenaries because of how good those characters are. It's just a brain. It's a mindset thing, you know. Ooh, we also have enough political influence to found another city, which we will after we get this road done, because then we'll need a couple months to build back up to 200. Looking fine. How's this looking? Positive trend. It's, yeah, the governor corruption here is really causing trouble. Where's this corruption coming from? It's just from, yeah, that's unfortunate. He's loyal at least, so that's good. I could mess up. I could remove that corruption with sanctions. Cost a bit of tyranny. That's okay. Kalatia at least prestige. This guy specifically would lose 20 loyalty. As long as it's not the Kalatia, I might do this. And that's for 5 years. I think as part of cleaning up this, you know, this quote-unquote province, this is barely more than like a little section of a region. I think it might be called for, because I'm also going to need to advance this. Okay. Let's impose sanctions. And can we bribe him? No, we can't until 64. Now, this is awkward. If I impose sanctions, he becomes disloyal. So this would help his corruption, but ultimately not help the loyalty of the province. Let's see. I could give him free hands, but that kind of defeats the point of removing his... Well, I guess what this does, if I give him... So this is a little strange. I could impose sanctions and then give him free hands, because this makes it loyalty neutral. He loses 20, then gains 20. He loses all of his accumulated corruption, but then he starts to gain corruption pretty quickly. I think I might do that. Impose sanctions. But don't worry, I'm giving you the free hand, so... His corruption will tick up, but now it's at 0. So we've bought ourselves a couple years of this governor not being corrupt. So we'll have to revisit that later. In the meantime, we are going to bump this up to harsh treatment. Yeah, now it's barely stable. Yeah, I wish I could start to kind of assimilate the Gauls a little faster than this, but needs must. Right over here, things are still struggling. That's unfortunate. The governor corruption here, holy moly. Okay, yeah, this is a problem. He's deceitful and he's also extorting territory. Are you serious, dude? Come on, dude. I just need to replace this governor, honestly. Why do I have him? He has good finesse, which is that part's good. Okay, this is a Urkii. Is there anybody else who can do this who's not that guy? Are you an Urkii? I think you are. No. You're an Urkea? Hold on. Yeah, these are Urkis. No, it might be. That's wrong. Let me look at it like this. Yeah, the Urkii are 5 out of 4. Okay. That's it. Okay. Effective governor, local research points. I thought this character would be a researcher, though. Okay, you're crafty and righteous. Interesting. You have no modifiers. You're also cautious and devout. This character here, Wasura Kalata. Wait, you're not an Urkii, though. Hold on. Get out of here. Urkiis only. State religion happiness might be good because everyone around here is druidic. Loyalty. Okay, I like this one. You're looking promising. 7 finesse. You're weak-willed. Love to see that. No corruption. Big loyalty. My boot-looking friend. Welcome to the team. You are now the governor of Armorica. That's going to really help out. Okay. I'm going to keep this on harsh treatment because we need to fix the situation. We've had this area for a long time. This is not a frontline province. This is not a... Yeah, this is not a frontline province. We've got to get this stuff under control over here. Yeah. Okay, and then, so that's now under control. And actually, that may have helped out. I think another one of these is... No, not that one. Not that one. Let's see here. That may have helped out here, too. Yeah, now this is also under control. We're also going to let this get up above, I think it's 33, once it's off this list. Yeah. Meanwhile, Wododinia, this is the one that's the most baffling. Why is this one having so much trouble? 11's not that much, honestly. I guess I could impose sanctions. I could impose sanctions and then bribe with you, because I haven't bribed you recently. But is 11 corruption worth 20 loyalty? Corruption's not actually the biggest effect here. Your corruption's actually okay. What's the trend? You're not doing anything, so 11 is okay. I could clean you out with corruption. But the tyranny is also probably causing an issue for me. Yeah, let's go for it. Alright. So I've basically just reduced... I've spent 1 tyranny to reduce your corruption by 5, essentially, because I reduced it by 11, and then I gained back 5. That's fine. That will help out here a little bit. I guess it helped a little bit. What's the problem here? Why is Manawia not boosting up my loyalty more? I guess it's not a colony, so there's not really a lot of Iceni who live here. Who does live here, culturally? No, it is mostly Icenia. Well, what's the problem, then? Why is this area struggling so much? I don't want to go to harsh treatment on an Albion province, but I just want to get these provincial loyalties under control. I think what I need to do is I need to get them into the loyalty. I need to get them into loyal, because while they're disloyal, I can't do anything in the province to like help improve the loyalty. I can't build anything. I can't make any decisions. So I've just got to, from the higher up like layer, do this until things are under control, because I can't micro the province to fix loyalty until it's already loyal. So bit of a game design issue, I think, but whatever. Taxing druids. I've seen this one before. Ooh, get loyalty with this guy. He's pretty loyal. 15 political influence is nice. Or 10% national tax for 5 years? 10 years. I know how to read. Icenia gets some corruption, which I can't lose passively now, so that's great. And I lose loyalty with this guy. Honestly, I think I'd rather get the political influence. Yeah, national tax is nice, but again, we're not making that much money from taxes. It's mostly from commerce, so y'all know what it is. Okay. Oh god, look at this. Yeesh. This is going to be a weird looking road. Whatever. Well, let's not worry about it. We're just going to imagine that this road goes off into a little village here. So we'll just not think about the way it looks too much. Should be fine. I also need to build roads on in Gaul. It kind of matters more that I do that, but I just want to get my core roaded up first. Because again, small economic advantages. Okay. Let's get this done. Good stuff. All right. Now, if I wanted to move around here. Okay, this looks a little strange, but it's because the center of the Mediolanum province for movement purposes is over here. I don't know who coded that one, but it's like going like that. Okay, very strange. I wanted to go to here, here, Connetio. From Connetio, Londinium. I want to go Londinium and then to Connetio. Let's see. Or one less test if I would go Londinium and then to Petuaria. Okay. This looks fine. I think I'm happy with my southern Britannia road network. I know I've spent the last couple episodes microing this to a level that I definitely shouldn't really have done. I should have just like done the movement orders and let them do it. Well, I say that, but this is what's fun for me, you know. This is a really fun mid-game reward for me, is being able to set up my road network. So no one can take it away from me. I'll never change. Okay, so now it's time to build the northern road up here in the northern part of our nation. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a road along the eastern side, because that's where all of my cities are, or future cities like Petuaria, and probably a road on the east, although I don't need a road on this side too necessarily. Because Manawi is here, I can navally move around really easily. I can also over here, but I don't really have a navy stationed over in this area in the way that I have over Manawi. So let's deprioritize the western road over here. Not as important. Let's build the eastern road. So to get to Dictium, if I wanted to get to Dictium from here, what's the fastest route? It's straight through the marsh. Okay. I guess that kind of makes sense. And it's actually, okay, because this is the river Albus. So we are crossing right where the river is ending through Aborcum. So we're going through 3 marsh tiles, which is not ideal. But it is it looks to be the fastest route I can think of. We avoid all of the marsh and the mountains and the forests over here. That's not going to be a pleasant road, but it's probably the best we can do. Alternatively, we actually build a port in like Banawalum, and then don't even have a road, and we just travel by boat. But then there's no navy stationed around here. I guess the Londinium Navy is close by. I'm overthinking it. Let's just build a road. We need to be able to get to Dictium, and we may deal with barbarians in the future, so I think having roads everywhere will be important in that regard. But before we do that, anywhere else I'd want to build a road first? I could build my road in Hibernia. Let's actually do the Hibernian road next, just to mix it up a little bit. Let's see. Let's zoom on down to the Ulconum. Down we go, real quick to Ulconum, to then get transported over. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to be able to fully construct it unless I'm allowed to build roads in uncolonized land, which would be nice if I were. I'm going to build a road from essentially this port, and then it's going to be this interior road through to Ablania and its port. Yeah, let's do it like that. Down we come. All right, looking good. On the boats you go. We are at 0 aggressive expansion, so we should be aware of that. I'm not going to be super efficient with the aggressive expansion in this case because I don't have another claim ready to use, but that's fine. We'll just take it easy. And once we do get our next set of War Council things, now that we have no neighbors except neighbors on Gaul, we will definitely get a claim somewhere. I'm hoping for... Ooh, they have uncolonized this through their mismanagement, I assume. This is actually interesting because it makes attacking Marinia even easier. Honestly, who's Marinia's allied with? Nerwia? I almost would rather get a claim on Nerwia because I'm going to get more out of that claim than a claim on just these couple settlements. But yeah, this border war has got to get fixed real quick here. We do fully control Armorica, so once Armorica is under control, sort of in terms of its loyalty and internal stability, we're not going to need to worry about like new groups being added to it. Yeah. We are going to... we're going to be fine in that regard. Sorry about the stopping and starting. Alright, come on, game. Every time, every episode now, there's some moment where my computer just slows down. That's frustrating. Okay. Off we go. I'm also going to find out if I can build roads in the uncolonized land, because I may want to over here. Up we go. All right, come on now. Almost there. I believe in you, little navy. There we go. Also, I hope that you're enjoying the laid-back tone of the last couple episodes. I know I've just been building roads and kind of talking about infrastructure, but in my personal life, I've had a lot going on. So to me, coming to this series and making episodes and just kind of chilling with you all is really nice, and I really enjoy it. So hope that you're all having a good time. Okay, so first things first, road from the port to Wellaboria. That's going to be called for. This is a very big settlement, if you didn't realize, so this does connect straight to Wellaboria. That's how we built our port here. Let's build this first. And also, this navy can probably return to Ulconum in the meantime. Our war exhaustion is also almost out. That population happiness now returning to neutral will really help this. Because, yeah, low population happiness overall really hurts your already disgruntled colonial subjects. Who would have guessed that being colonized, being harshly treated, being exploited and shoved into mines to produce gold, you might get upset. Who would have guessed that, right? One of those things you just learn on the go, isn't it? All right, good stuff. Now the trip only takes, well, this still takes like a full week or so. Yeah, these locations are just really far apart from each other. It's fine. We're never going to get fast movement around Hibernia. This land is just too rugged. Okay, so am I allowed to build roads into the unsettled land? Possibly. I think I'm going to do... I'm going to have my road in Hibernia be audaciously central in the island. And my thinking here is we eventually want to have the whole thing colonized, of course, and we're not likely to have lots of cities everywhere, but we need to be able to travel between the cities really quickly. And so, for example, I could go to Laboria Orientalis, and then to Brigantia Borealis, and then to Menopia Australis, like this, from Laboria. Or I could go Laboria Orientalis to Gangania Orientalis to Menopia Australis. Because if I do it like this, I could have this road just go straight up. Actually, hold on. This is not going to be a permanent. So actually, ignore what I was saying. This is not going to be a permanent capital. It's just because it's the only land that I own in the area. In that case, I think what I'll do is, because I have to connect with Blana. Honestly, let's just road like that all the way straight to Ablana. Yeah, that's the fastest route. I don't think there's any reason we wouldn't go straight to Ablana, because if we went here to connect with this port, this doesn't connect to Ablana, so let's go ahead and get this going. Build a road. Build the Ablana road. Let's see if it builds in Menopia Borealis. It'd be nice if it does, and I think it should allow you to. I think it does. I've never, again, I'm not really super, I'm not really like an expert with the road system, so I don't recall exactly how it works. Our tyranny, by the way, we've capped out on tyranny. We cannot get more tyrannical than this. Yeah, the bonuses for tyranny at this point are just too severe. So we're not only are we gonna be chill in the in the recording, we're gonna be chill in the game here, because the threshold, we're continually playing around that. Every episode we're playing around the threshold. The loyalty thing, we're trying our best to keep under control. These characters are near disloyal, but they're not currently disloyal, so that's fine. Let's just not do anything too crazy. Slave output's nice, but, we really just need to let our tyranny decline. And if we get chances to reduce tyranny, we should honestly take them, because at this point, running at this high of a tyranny for so long is getting a little exhausting, so we'll do it like that. While that's going on, let's see, what else can we do? We can do some slave micro, can't we? Let's see here. I think we have a lot of mines we built over here. Quite, yeah, I constructed like tons of mines everywhere. Very, very optimistically about being able to get people over here to work in those mines. But yeah, we've got precious metal all the way over here. Can we move anybody over here? Sort of a little bit. We're not going to be able, I think, to get... If we just move every slave that's within reach over here, we might be able to. What do we need? We're going to need 11 more slaves. Let's first of all move some people into the province while this is going on. We need to move people into Walibia Orientalis from outside the province. Let's see here. Brigantia. Hold on, we got 12 in Brigantia, so let's not move them from Brigantia. Move pops. How about from Brigantia Orientalis? There's no slaves here. How about from Brigantia Australis? Move pops. Okay, we can move one slave over. That's a start. I think that's as far as that's going to go. Okay, so now I think we have as many people as we're going to get. Let's see what we can pull off here. We're going to really chance it with these 1 out of 17, assuming with both our fingers and toes crossed that no one population dies. We might be able to hit 12 here. Let's see. Very, very carefully. Watching this number very carefully. And not misclicking. Okay. We're at 9, but we still need a couple more. That's unfortunate. We'll revisit that later. Honestly, having 9 in there... Oh, the Tyranny of Icenia. I was just talking about this. Having 9 in there will help out with the output anyways, but this may also prevent the slaves spread all over the place from causing more unhappiness. Let's see, 12. We'll revisit that later. The Tyranny of Icenia, the first Duicus the Gaul. Licinius has gained a reputation as a brutal tyrant who cares nothing for those he rules over. Rabble rises up again to gather in the streets to openly condemn his misrule of Britannia. Look, look, buckos, I'm building you roads, alright? You know how much money these roads cost? You know how I've made this money? By exploiting all of you. That's right. I'm a what's it called? I'm like a benevolent tyrant, okay? I'm building roads, and yes, I'm only building them in my core where the Icenia live and not anywhere else where all of you live who are probably upset. Okay, so I guess this is probably because we're over 50 tyranny, which is why I want to not be over 50 tyranny ASAP. I was kind of thinking something like this might happen. I guess this isn't such a bad event. 15 political influence is painful, but we actually will be able to build a city even with this being taken. I'm definitely not picking -5 stability for this, so that's a shame. But the next month we'll build a city to get over it. That's the ancient age tyrant Sigma grind set. When people accuse you of being a tyrant, just construct a city. That'll show them. Okay, where am I going to build a city? Well, Gobanium has 14. Petuaria has 18. I think Petuaria has been crying out to be turned into a city for a long time. But first, any other mainland locations I want to build a city at? Is this supposed to be here? No, it's not. I'm supposed to move this over once this is loyal again. That's right. This is not supposed to be here. Holy moly, we have a very happy Freeman here in Corusolium. I just noticed that. That's kind of funny. Wargium I could turn into a city. It is a colony already. This may help things. This area is already on the up and up, and this may help things a little further. But no, I've been ignoring my core for too long. I need to finish off the cities on Albion that I keep promising I'm going to get to. I built a city up here before I built a city in Petuaria. And this isn't like an insignificant province. Cortanium has some good stuff. Or I do the Gobanium city. I think I'll do it in Petuaria. I think I'll do Gobanium next. Yeah. What am I losing? I'm not losing anything. Okay. Found a city in Petuaria. It's about time. And I've still got the money to continue building roads. Good stuff. An Egyptian civil war. Look at that. So other people have civil wars except for just Maria and the just Maria. Speaking of Maria, is there a Marian civil war? Oh, there sure is. As I expected, there's 2 Marias. I was about to just joke, oh wow, Maria's not in civil war, but no, they are. Yikes. See, this is why I'm not trying to play like a super wide nation. Like, I'm actually pretty like large. I mean, aside from that, I'm actually a pretty large nation, I should really say. But as we've seen, you can conquer land that's not your culture group, but then you basically spend hundreds of years just suppressing them until you convert them, right? When you're not going for the multicultural nation approach, which would probably be a more sustainable approach, but I'm going for the high risk, high reward, brutal assimilation mindset type thing. What's I doing? I was going to go look at Egypt. So where's that Egyptian revolt? I'm not seeing a second Egypt anywhere. Oh, and the civil war ended. That's what the event said. Wow, I'm stupid. Anyways, let's read these things a little bit more than not at all, please. Okay. Civic Advance, Civic 6, good stuff. Pop capacity, global monthly food, great. Let's go ahead and give ourselves another tech. What are we looking for here? Naval range could be nice, but that's not a high priority. Citizen output could be good. Capital import routes is probably what we're going to go for. Or happiness and import routes. That's pretty good. What do we get towards here? This stuff's good. Monthly wage for characters would be really nice. That will really save us a lot of money, even when we're not paying off extra wages. Yeah, we're getting to the really good stuff down here already. We've really focused on trade this game for reasons you can probably figure out. Or over here, diplomatic range. That might be good. Dip relations. I haven't really had many relations recently. I think we should try to make more friends. I think we should. Or assassinate cost. We could do some assassinating while we're tyrannical already. Maybe. Dip relations, research efficiency. Not that we're at our cap anyways. Gross expansion change. Gross expansion impact might be good. Or, let's see. Max research efficiency, it's fine, but we're not really there yet. Omen power is nice because this is going to affect our manpower recovery, which I like a lot. Or, who is currently Catius Duratus? That is our high priest. It's a very old high priest. I think I'd want to get a really promising new high priest before picking that, because what this innovation does is it gives the your current high priest extra zeal. So I could get 3 zeal on a less good... Like, our current high priest is actually at 10, so I think I pick this later, even though this modifier is really, really strong. 10% omen power and 3% happiness for all my people, because everyone's druidic. Or I could go for this, 2% more Icenia happiness, essentially. I think we go back over here, and I think we go for... I mean, diplomatic reputation might be important. I think we should get this at some point, because we do want to boost relations back up with Carthage at some point. I think in the aim of eventually restoring our Punic alliance, our Punic pact, let's grab Humane Conduct. This is not a very exciting one to grab, but this is going to play a big role in the background. This is a cumulative little thing, so let's go ahead and grab that. The concept of battlefield honor has existed for millennia. Nonetheless, we should set down a code for dealing with our opponents that we ourselves might receive fair treatment in defeat. Good stuff. All right. Let's continue along. How does Carthage feel about us right now? It's doing okay. We could boost their relations with us with this. We're approaching 0, which is good. They're still, well, they're fairly close. Yeah, you know, that diplomatic incident situation is still not great, but honestly, even though we dishonored alliance, they're getting closer to like being fine with us. And I think the thing too is I'm hesitant to start making big moves in the Mediterranean. Not that I'm there yet, until I have a Carthaginian alliance or alternatively a Roman alliance. Honestly, the Rome in this game has really not gone into Gaul at all, and I guess I should have realized Rome doesn't necessarily have to do that. I still think Carthage is a more is a more sensible long-term major partner than Rome. Because I also just want to, just for the fun of it, I want to go and like sack Italy, just because it'd be fun, right? Like look at this like land. It's so unfortified. Like I said this before. Where are your forts? There's no forts anywhere. What? Like you didn't fortify your core, you goofus. Like okay, sorry. Okay. Anyways, I'm getting too excited about the prospect of sacking Italy. That's the true Celtic barbarian mindset right there. Anyways, we're gonna keep building our roads. Yeah, so at some point I will get around to doing that. Okay, we'll get there after the monthly tick. That's fine. Yeah, so I do want to be friends with Carthage. I think we will just restore that alliance. I think once Carthage is my friend, I will... what's it called? I will attack Arbornia at that point. But before that, we'll do some of the smaller wars that we've talked about. Oh, they've recolonized it. Okay, good. They're also building a slave estate. Look at that. Look at you building infrastructure in my land. Love to see that. Good little AI doing its best. All right. So now we've built this. Let's see. So they're going into the uncolonized land. I think they will build a road there. And if they will, that's good to see, because it means we can build roads without worrying about whether the land's colonized or not. We probably can't build roads in other nations' lands, which would make sense. Maybe if we have military alliance, or military access, which would be interesting. I think it'd be thematic to allow allies to build roads between each other, but I suppose I don't know for sure how that works. Also, the game is doing one of its long, laggy saves, but I think my recording should not be messed up by that, hopefully. I'll find out later if my recording was messed up by that. It's fine, it's just processing how many roads I've built. Alright, come on, come along now. And also, we'll build the road to Ablania, and then we'll just have the... I guess Chalkia could also go into the port, but I think I'll just build from Ablania to the port, because it's not a huge... I'll never need to go from... I'll also end up building a road to this port here. I'll never need to go from Anapia Australis to Ablania's port, if that makes sense, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Alright, how's this all looking? Under control, under control, under control, yeah. And once these guys are above 30, I think it's 33% or 32%, I will probably switch down to local autonomy. Because I don't need them to be on the very, very severe stuff for too long. I also am going to have people emigrate out because of that, so gotta be careful. Okay, so I was not able to build a road in the uncolonized land. That's unfortunate, but what we'll do instead is we'll just build a road from Kalkia to Ablania and basically just have this part not be roaded. We'll get to it later when we colonize it, so that's unfortunate, but not a huge deal. In fact, actually, first, I'm going to come back here and build a road from Monopia Australis to its port. Yeah, I'll go do that first. Then we'll build the northern roads. Having Ablania have this road here will just make moving around Ablania a lot easier. Yeah. Let's build a road over to the port. Legal chicanery. We get 50 gold. That's nice. That's one road or 5 stability. I mean, 1 road tile does sound tempting. You know how much I love my roads, but I think 5 stability is much, much better than 50 gold. Holy moly. Talk about a one option choice there. Jeez. Manpower's looking real good. Love to see that. We've been in a period of war for so long. We've been a tyrant for so long. We're just building roads now, you know? Yes, these roads may be made with the bones of our many conquered neighbors and people who did nothing against us except for existing on land I arbitrarily decided was mine. But that's the British mindset, isn't it? I think I've said mindset more than in this episode than any other episode. I don't know why I'm in a mindset in this episode. Ugh. Sometimes I think my jokes and my humor is just, it's too strange for public consumption. It's not like, you know, not PC. It's not problematic. My humor is just strange and shouldn't really be seen by the public. It's anyways, I don't know where I'm going with that. Whatever the case, I hope you all appreciate my humor and my style of making these videos. Because the thing is, I'm just being me. This is just how I talk with my friends. I just make tons of stupid jokes and get very enthusiastic about things in an unnecessary manner. That basically sums me up perfectly. Yeah, so ultimately this road is going to be a little ahead of it the time, as it were, but this will hopefully help facilitate colonization of the uncolonized land. This will just also make Ablania much easier to get around. I don't want to rely on a navy to get around Ablania, which I would have otherwise. One of my modifiers just went away, but I don't know what it was. We do have negative stability. Prisoners in foreign land. I really don't like that we can't see who that is. Kawaris Galbus. I guess we can look them up in the character menu. Oh, that really clears that up. Let's see. This is our character in a foreign land? Is that so? What? That's wrong. This character's not in prison. What are you talking about? Okay. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. I'm never gonna... No, this guy's in our land. Wait, hold on. This is a character... Yeah, this character lives in my land. What do you mean he's a prisoner in a foreign land? Whatever. It's only minus... it's only minus 0.02 stability. That's unfortunate, but... You know, it is what it is. Anyways. Moving along here. %65% research. Could be worse, but it's also better than it was earlier in the campaign. We are focusing on having our nobles and our citizens be happy. We're trying our best. Okay, so now let's go ahead and head on up to Kalkia. And well, actually, hold on. Yeah, I think it's fine. We'll build in Kalkia because we're anticipating to build in Monopia Borealis. This will be faster, I think. If we go here, yeah. So let's go to Kalkia, and then from Kalkia build to Oblania, and then to Isamian. Good stuff. I know that these peacetime episodes can be a little dull, but I really enjoy these because this is really where I play the game in the way that kind of matters at the deepest level. Ooh, 5% Akedi happiness. That's real good. Love that. That's going to help out a lot up here. All right. Tyronia is almost there. That's good to see. I really want to get Tyronia under control. I can probably afford to switch down to local autonomy once it does hit 33, because 0.20 I think is enough. Start building roads to Oblania, then to Isamnian. I think once we do these road builds, I might retire the Caledonian levy for now, anticipating that we're going to be at war fairly soon after that. Or anticipating we're going to summon the War Council fairly soon. We still have to wait a year, I suppose. I could do a few more road builds in the following episode. I'll think it over. Big prominence, love to see that. Popularity is okay. Alright, look at this fast road building. Love it. It takes a really long time to walk through uncolonized land, so that's part of why it took such a long time to get over there, but that's fine. Wish I could build a bridge over this. That'd be a little strange, but... Alright, Oratory Advance, good stuff. Before I pick, let me... Nope, that's the wrong button. Has my game legs. Love that. Come on, computer. I swear soon I will get it fixed. I do have the part. I just need to have a day to go do that. What am I looking at here? I am looking at my government. I'm looking at offices. This guy, you're pretty healthy. I'm going to hold off on that one I wanted to do until that guy does die. I could grab assassinate cost just so I could do some cheeky assassinations, but I don't really think I need to at this point. Let's hold off on that. More dip rep, honestly, will help out with Carthage, and this gives us a route further down the tree. Oh, there's monthly tyranny. I want to get to that. That's for sure. Control range modifier. What does that mean? It's not even capitalized. Okay, Imperator Rome, you have dozens of different modifiers all throughout your system. First of all, capitalize your modifiers consistently. Please do this. Hearts of Iron 4 has a problem with this too, honestly. Also, what is control range modifier? I've never seen that before. Is that colonization range? What does that mean? Does it mean anything? Okay, well, we want to get this at some point anyways because of the tyranny thing, but also it looks like our tyranny stuff is down here. Yeah, there's some really good stuff down here, actually. Monthly corruption as well. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to head down this way. I think we're going to go down here through... Well, actually... Yeah, let's not mess around. Diplomatic reputation. Holding diplomatic negotiations in the full display of the public will ensure that both parties are held to their word. Good stuff. Alright. Get this done. Come on. There we go. Alright. So it's still faster to not take the Oblania road. That's fine. I don't need there to be a road here, too. If it's faster than going through Oblania, we'll just go like that, because it's only 9th of April. It's fine. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, so where do I want to take you next? I could build roads up in Caledonia, but that's going to take a really long time. What I might do is actually disband this levy at this point. Or I guess I don't need to. Hold on, let me think about this for a minute. Because I still have a year. I could run over to Belgica and start building roads around here to get ready for my attack, but honestly, I don't really want to build roads in areas where I don't know what territory will belong to who. I could come over to Armorica and start building roads around here. Let me think about this for a minute. Did I want this to be the capital? I think I did, didn't I? Was this previously disloyal and so I couldn't destroy the fort in Rhodomagus? I think that was the case. In that case, because I'm going to be at war in this area soon, let me actually fix this territory up. Yeah, it's also been on harsh treatment. A little over long. Whoops. Sorry about that. But you're now safe to be a little in the negative because now you're pretty far away from 32. What about up here? Yeah, you're fine. Okay. Small mistake there. Whoops. I've accidentally been whipping the people of Veliocasia for a few more decades than I meant to. It happens. What can you say? All right, so let's go ahead and rearrange this. Build the fort here instead. Yeah. I may delay the war until that fort is done. I think I'll decide where to send my road builders next episode, because this is a pretty good stopping point. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Next episode, we will reach the 1st of October, 565, and we will summon our war council and see what claims we're able to get. So, very exciting. Hopefully we'll get a claim on Marinia, or more hopefully Nerwia, because Nerwia has more land we can get in the peace deal. Although we've never been able to not get land from a peace deal because we 100% our peace deals most of the time. Anyways, we'll see what happens in the next episode. So thank you so much. Holy moly. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.